Okay, Bismillah Rahman Rahim, and good evening to everyone. I am myself Abeel Ahmed, Principal and CEO of Abeel School of Accountancy. I really welcome all of you in my taxation orientation for June 2024. On the entire team of ASI, I welcome every one of you. Before we start the taxation orientation for June 24, just one or two things, and then we'll proceed, inshallah. Number one, the teaching experience which I carry, alhamdulillah, that is more than 20 years. So it's more than 22 decades, alhamdulillah. Second, if I talk about the lifetime achievement which I have achieved in this taxation paper, one of my students named Bakhtawar, she took 99 marks and she was the world topper in taxation paper. So that is the lifetime achievement in taxation. After that, number of positions, alhamdulillah, my students they have taken, but the world position in taxation is 199 marks, student named Bakhtawar. Okay. Now, before we start taxation, let me quickly tell you what is the paper format and then what exactly how we are going to deliver the entire taxation paper to you. And another thing which I really want to emphasize here, that is in skill level, taxation is one of the papers which has a really high passing rate. When I say high, means it's very high. Normally, to be very honest, I would say it is difficult to fail this paper. It's easy to pass this paper. All you need is just follow the proper guidance. If you're following all the proper guidance, all the proper instructions, you're going to pass this paper with flying colors. But obviously, you have to listen all the instructions which have been given to you during the lectures and further other instruction which you will be getting slowly and gradually throughout the course. Okay. Now, let me quickly tell you the paper pattern and then I'll come to the syllabus as well, inshallah. Number one, orientation is for the June 2024 session, and you people are going to study Finance Act 2023, and this Finance Act 2023 is valid for 4 consecutive attempts. Each Finance Act is actually valid for 4 consecutive attempts. Here I want to mention one thing. Whenever you are studying taxation paper or let's say or ATX paper, never ever download the previous past paper and try to solve them. Never do that. Basically, previous Finance Act past papers, if you're downloading them and then you are solving, so you're making a big mistake because previous Finance Act are not relevant now. So that is why always, whichever Finance Act you are studying, always use the updated kit. So it's come to me, we always use updated Kaplan Kit. So instead of downloading the past paper, always use the updated Kaplan Kit so that you should be studying the latest Finance Act. So this Finance Act is actually valid for June 24, September 24, December 24, and March 25 attempt. Okay. Let me quickly tell you the paper pattern. Section A, we have 15 MCQs. Each will have 2 marks. So altogether 30 marks in section. Now, Section A can be examined on any area of the syllabus. It means that you need to cover each and every area of the syllabus. You're not supposed to leave even a single thing. Because examiner has already mentioned that Section A 15 MCQs, he's going to ask these questions from any area of syllabus, of course. Section B, you will be having 3 10 marks question. But normally what happens in section B, you'll be having a small scenario. On that small scenario, there will be 5, I would say, questions. Each question will have 2 marks with 4 multiple choice options. And some of them could have boxes as well. So in section B, altogether, you have 3 questions. Each is having 10 marks. Total is 30. Again, section B can come from any area of the syllabus. Again, you have to cover each and every area. Another thing is for section A and section B, actually, the skill of spreadsheet and Excel is not as such required. Mainly, When it comes to your typing speed and the spreadsheet knowledge, that is required for section C, and which is of 40 marks. And the knowledge which you need for spreadsheet and MS Word, it is very basic. If I just give you the idea for the spreadsheet or Excel, because some of the student, there's a possibility that taxation might be their first paper. So some of the students, they do have a little bit fear about okay, so what sort of knowledge do we need in order to solve the question on Excel? To be, I would say, you just need a straightforward knowledge, how to multiply, how to divide, let's say, a function of sum, drag option, which only takes, I would say, 5 to 10 minutes. And these things are covered in our entire course. Don't worry at all. So you should not be worried about anything at all. All you need is just follow the instruction which we are going to provide you. Section C, 110 marks question. Again, this 110 marks question can be on any area of the syllabus. 215 marks question. One is going to have focus on income tax on individuals. Second is going to have focus on corporation tax. So this is the breakup of your entire paper. Time allowed is 3 hours and 10 minutes. Logically, they give you 10 additional minutes just to get the familiarity with the system and the environment. Okay, now. Finance Act, which covers 4 attempts consecutive. I've mentioned that paper pattern is in front of you. Now, another very favorite question, which normally every student is having in their mind, that is, so what is the proportion of calculation? What is the proportion of theory? So the good news is, normally, taxation paper is having more focus on numerics, less focus on theory. So if you ask me, I would say around 60 to 65 to 70% of the paper, you should be expecting numerical. So at least you can go for 70% numerical and 30% theory. And taxation theory is very easy. Basically, the same thing which you are learning numerically, examiner can ask in theoretically also. So it means the paper is having far more, I would say, emphasis, focus on numerics, number crunching rather than theory, which majority of the students, they do like this thing, because normally majority of the student, they feel comfortable when it comes to number crunching. And obviously you have to be really good in theory as well to pass this paper. But the breakup is at least 70% numerics and 30% theory. Okay, and the theoretical part is very easy, it's not difficult at all. Okay, now in taxation paper, the entire taxation, previously we used to call it F6, the way back it was 2.3. In taxation paper, the entire syllabus, we can divide the entire syllabus in 6 main heads. How basically we are going to study taxation? I'm just going to tell you what are the 6 heads in which we can divide the entire taxation paper. And I'm going to write the entire 6 heads of the taxation syllabus in a sequence in which we actually are going to study this paper. So tax. One head is taxation for individuals. Now, when I say individuals, obviously individuals like you and me. So how do the individual pay tax in UK? What source of different income, what source of, let's say, income they have? Obviously, each source of income will not have the same rules. Each source of income will have different rules. The good thing in taxation paper and the syllabus is you just need to know the rules. Nobody will be asking, why do they have these rules? No. That is not examinable. Only you need to have the knowledge of the rules, that's it. Which makes this paper more easier. Because nobody is asking what is the logic behind these rules. So individuals. For example, in individual, what exactly you will be studying, like individual taxation for individual means one individual can have income from, I would say, source of income one source of income could be non-saving. When we say non-saving source of income, so there are a number of, I would say, incomes which are covered in this head of non-saving. For example, one individual, let's say, who is earning from non-saving sources of income. Now, what do you mean by non-saving? For example, employment income is a non-saving income. Employment income is a non-saving income. Property income basically means rental income. Here, property income, rental income is a non-saving income. Even the pension income comes in non-saving income. Pension income. There's a possibility individual might be a sole trader. So trading income means trading profit. There's another possibility that individual might be a partner in a partnership. So obviously the share of the trading profit which individual is getting from the partnership, that is also an example of non-saving income. So simply we can say partnership. So whatever profit we are generating from the partnership, it is also an example of non-saving income. So basically employment income, property income, pension income, trading income, partnership, these all are the examples of non-saving sources of income. So there's a possibility that individual might be earning from all the sources of income, might be one or two. One individual can be an employee as well as he might be running his own small business. So simply one source of income is non-saving. So individual could earn from the non-saving sources of income. Second possibility, individual might be earning from saving incomes. Saving income simply means interest income. Saving income simply means interest income. So if individual is also earning interest income, that is, it means the individual is getting income from saving incomes. Obviously, rules for non-savings are different. We have different rules for saving income. And finally, there's a possibility of, I would say, dividend income also. It means when we'll be studying taxation for individuals, so one individual could be earning from non-saving sources of income, from saving, and there's another possibility of dividend income as well. So first, I always start taxation paper from individuals. There's a logic behind this, why I always start taxation, or even it is ATX paper from individuals. I'll give you the logic behind this also. So first, we will be studying, inshallah, taxation relating to individuals. Okay. Once we have covered all these areas which I've just written, after that, the second big head of taxation paper, let me make it ABC, is taxation for individuals, in which we'll cover all this. B is the capital gain tax. First, we'll be studying capital gain tax with the perspective of individuals. And later on, when we'll be studying corporation tax over there, we will again study the capital gain tax. And capital gain tax is very interesting and very easy. And in Finance Act 2023, they have changed, they have basically introduced a little change in this capital gain tax, very little. Previously, like if I give you the example, previously, annual exempt amount was 12,300, but from Finance Act 2023, now they are saying that annual exempt amount is 6,000 pounds. So this is the change in CGT. After CGT, we'll go for value added tax, VAT. VAT is a very easy, very easy topic. And if it comes to VAT, yes, in Finance Act 2023, there are changes in the VAT topic. They have changed one area which relates to penalties. Earlier, the penalty system in VAT was different. Now the penalty system in VAT is very different and very interesting, seriously. The penalty system which they have introduced in VAT, it looks like a video game. If I give you just an example, okay? For example, if you have submitted first VAT return late, then you will be awarded 1 penalty point. I say 1 bad point, but they are saying, okay, if I use the terminology of HMRC, they say, okay, it is your first late VAT return. So we are giving you 1 penalty point, but we're not charging you any penalty. I say, okay, they have given you 1 bad point. Let's say if the second VAT return also submitted late, so you'll be getting a second bad point, or you can say the second penalty point. If it goes on, and let's say if someone reaches to 4 bad points or 4 penalty points, only then the first penalty arises of £200. So they have introduced a very interesting system in VAT when it comes to penalties. So that is a new area in VAT, in Finance Act 2023. Plus, they come up with the solution that submission of VAT return will have different penalties, and payment of VAT liability late will have different penalties. So another thing is, obviously, if you are paying VAT return late, so obviously you have to pay the VAT plus you have to pay the interest. So on VAT late payment, you will need to pay the interest as well. So in Finance Act 2023, they have changed the interest. Now the interest rate is 6.5%. So there are changes in VAT topic, but very, I would say, interesting changes. After that, inshallah, we'll go to IHT, inheritance tax, IHT. A very interesting topic, very, very interesting. Then after IHT, we'll go towards corporation tax. Now you might be thinking why we are going towards the end, we are studying corporation tax. There's a reason. Actually, when you will be studying corporation tax, so you will come to know that majority of the rules in individuals and corporation tax, they are same. Like property income, individual is earning, company can also earn property income. If individual is having capital gain, so corporations can also have capital gain. When it comes to basically more or less number of rules are same, except of course IST has nothing to do with the corporation tax. Then one more thing you will have to study, that is self-assessment. And self-assessment of both individuals as well as companies. Self-assessment of both, that is individual as well as companies. So basically individuals will be studying first, inshallah, individuals, then capital gain tax, value added tax, inheritance tax, corporation tax. Self-assessment for both individuals and corporations will be studying. Okay. Now, if I just give you a little bit idea, right now, obviously, we're not starting anything. As I mentioned earlier, when it comes to taxation paper, nobody is asking you the reasons behind the rule. Examiner, they just want one thing from you, that you should have a knowledge of the rule. That's it. Like if I give you the example, as I said, we will start taxation from individuals. Before I give you any idea, let me just first tell you the meaning of tax. Even before I tell you the meaning of tax, I just want to mention one thing. Whichever paper I teach, I always teach from zero, because I always assume a student, they don't carry any previous knowledge, because normally they forget, especially when it is study related things. So definitely they will forget. So I always teach from zero. So if just I give you the meaning of taxation, so only the tax means source of revenue for the government. Now you might be thinking, why government charges tax? Why government takes tax? Actually, tax is the source of revenue for the government. And the logic behind this is, those they are wealthy people. Corporations, they are earning really good amount of money. So governments, what do? They take tax from those wealthy people, from those corporations, and then they spend for the welfare of the public, for the welfare of the people. So taxation is a source of revenue for the government. Okay. Now individuals. How do individuals they pay tax in UK? How do individuals they pay tax in UK? Actually, individuals they pay tax in UK according to the tax year. Individuals they pay tax in UK according to the tax year. Another name is fiscal year. Now, very interesting thing. Tax year fiscal year in UK, it starts from 6th April, let's say 2023, ends on 5th April 2024. How do we write? It is written like that. Next tax year or fiscal year 6 April 2024 ends on 5th April 2025. How will write 2024-25? So just you need to know the rules that when the tax year or fiscal year starts, when it ends, that's it. Nobody will be asking you why the tax year starts from 6th April, why it ends on 5th April. You just need to have the knowledge of the rules, that's it. Nobody is asking reasoning behind that. Okay. Another thing is, in this taxation paper, there used to be, I would say, there used to be a very interesting topic. And that interesting topic is now eliminated in Finance Act 2023. Because number of students, they were finding that topic also difficult, I believe. And now in Finance Act 2023, that topic is no more a part of syllabus. Either this tax or ATX, that topic is gone. That topic is now just a history. And name of that topic is basis period. Basis period is no more examinable. Previously, if I just give you the example, previously, there was a very interesting calculation of terminal loss. Now there will be no more calculation of terminal loss. In fact, whenever that terminal loss will come in the question, examiner says it will be given to you. So things, according to me, they have become more easier in this paper. No basis period, no calculation of terminal loss. Obviously, those students, if they have little bit knowledge about this tax, they can easily understand what exactly I want to say. Which topic I'm talking about is eliminated in this paper. Okay. So individual, they pay tax according to the tax year. Now, another thing, the question is every individual or does every individual in UK will have to pay tax? The answer is no. Only those individuals, they have earnings more than 12,570 pounds. We call this personal allowance. Only those individuals, they have earnings more than 12,570, they are required to pay tax. If someone is earning less than 12,570 pounds, there's no need to pay tax. So it means you can say that according to UK Taxation Authority, which is HMRC, the poor person of UK is one who earns less than 12,570 pounds in any tax year. If someone is generating a money less than 12,570 pounds per tax year, that person is poor according to HMRC of UK taxation authorities. Okay. So every individual is not paying tax in UK. Basically, only those individuals are paying tax in UK. They are earning more than 12,570 pounds. How do we pay tax? How, if someone is earning from the non-saving sources of income, so what are the rules? How do we pay tax? If someone is earning saving incomes, what are the tax rules? How do we pay tax? We will learn each and every rule, inshallah. Dividend income. In dividend income in Finance Act 2023, there is a change. Previously, we used to have 2,000 nil rate band. Now in dividend income, we just have 1,000 nil rate band. So changes are there in Finance Act 2023. There's a change in the corporation tax rate as well. So changes are there. Now quickly, let me tell you what exactly we will offer you, which is more important. And I'll show you a few other things as well. I would say entire taxation, entire tax, with practice, with each and everything, just 90 lectures, only 90. Within 90 lectures, you get entire taxation paper. And the good thing is, one lecture is just 45 minutes long, not more than that. Why? That's my own experience that if the lecture even goes seriously 1.5 hours or more, the moment lecture even exceeds 1 hour, normally student they start losing the interest. And obviously if it goes to 1.5 hours, 2 hours, then automatically student they just lose the interest. They pause the video, they take 10-minute break, again they will start the video. But if the lecture is itself 40 to 45 minutes long, so since the time period of each lecture is such I would say such a moderate time, it is not very less, it is not very high. So the time itself keeps motivating the student. Let's sit in front of the screen, let's watch. And I believe a student can see easily 2 lectures per day. So within this 90 lectures, we have covered the entire ATX, means entire ATX. You will get each and everything. Obviously, you will be getting homework as well. Plus, we'll give you the WhatsApp support. If you have any doubts during the lecture, you can always ask the question in your relevant WhatsApp group. And I personally answer all the WhatsApp queries. Abeel School of Accountancy, ASA, we don't use assistant to answer. All the answers, all the queries will be tackled by me, inshallah. So, which actually material we'll be using? We always use latest Kaplan book and kit. If I just show you a little bit, just a minute. Just I hope that every one of you can see this. So we'll be doing this taxation, ACC. You can see that Finance Act 2023, June 24 till March 25. It is the latest Kaplan book. Latest means latest. So you'll be studying from the latest book and the latest kit. So no compromise on quality. You will be studying only the latest things. And towards the end of the basically lectures and syllabus, we will conduct your mock as well. Assignments, homeworks are there during the lectures. We will conduct the mock as well. And on that mock, I'm going to check your mock and I'll give you the personal feedback on that mock. And just 2 to 3 more minutes, and then I'll take the questions if you have any questions. That in Abeel School of Accountancy, you will get each and every paper from FIA till AAA. And there are number of teachers, well-renowned, they have a well track record of teaching, tons and tons of experience. They are, alhamdulillah, associated with our college. I just give you the few prominent names. The one of them is Sir Kashif Kamran, who is with us for AA, AAA, SBL. So Saad Altaf is another renowned name for SBL. Ms. Zara Anis is with us, especially in APM. PM, I'm teaching myself as well as Zara Anis is with us. Hamid Monga is another teacher in PM. So basically, there are number of teachers. There are number of teachers and they have tons of experience and they have, alhamdulillah, produced number of position holders. Phone number, I'm just giving my admin number so that if you want to connect with me, admin will lead you to come to me and connect. ASA admin number. For those students, they are outside Pakistan, 0092 333 666 214. And those students, they are within Pakistan, 0333 666 214. You got disconnect. Yes, you can enroll, no issue at all. So these are the numbers of ASA admin. If you are outside Pakistan, this is for you. If someone who is in Pakistan, that's great. That's great. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thank you. So basically, I just want to say one thing. If you have seen all the lectures, WhatsApp support, you have used it, you have done all the assignments and the mock, then passing this taxation paper becomes piece of cake. So is there any question you want to ask? So you people are more than welcome before I end the session. Yes, you people, Michael, you can send the queries on this admin number. If you're outside Pakistan, you can use this. Yes, you will be getting a revision as well. You will be getting a revision also. We'll give you the smart revision, don't worry at all. And you will love that smart revision too also. So I would say thank you very much that you people have taken out time for this orientation. For any further queries, you can always contact Abeel School of Accountancy admin. They will really guide you. So I just want to say one thing, have a nice life. Thanks a lot.